Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, following my career FrostFlow rates. You join me back in Newport, South Wales. It's been a bit of a misty morning, it's starting to clear, we've had a good night's rest. Let's head out and see if we can find ourselves a job. Let's go. So looking at the local job market, there's not a great deal of choice. We've got empty pallets to Calais, we've got sawdust panels off to Aalborg, Denmark, and we have got concentrated juice off to Jyväskylä in Finland. I think we've done many trips to Calais. I think we'll knock Calais on the head, and we're going to go for a slightly longer one. We're going to go with the Trinity sawdust panels into Aalborg in Denmark. We've not been to Aalborg yet. We've got 17 hours until that job expires, so I've got plenty of time to go and find it, and it's going to pay out very nicely. Nearly 90 grand, and that's going to come in super handy. So we'll set our GPS and we'll go grab that. And having seen the route that's been set for us, I think once we've picked it up, we'll set our own, because looking at the map, it wants us to go down into France and then sort of all the way through sort of Europe. Whereas I think if we cut across the UK to Grimsby, that'll be a bit quicker for us. So that's what we're going to try and do. So once we've got it on the back, we'll
turn left.
We'll hop into the navigator, route planner, and we'll start what we're doing. Still got the missus with us today.
Get ready to turn left.
She's enjoying the scenery. So we're going in down here. I think this is going to be one of them tight little pokey ones, isn't it? Got a horrible feeling this is not going to be an easy one to get in and out of.
Here we are.
Here we are indeed. Oh, getting that trailer out, I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to have some fun. Should have picked the easy Sainsbury's job to Calais. Is this even it? Where are we? It's not down, but it can't be. Can it? What is this all about? This is not where we should be. We're going to have to go and investigate elsewhere, maybe, because where I was resting, there was like a fence. Stick my head out to do this. Looked like it had a big gate on it, so perhaps, yeah, in through there. Oh, I see, there's a gate, look at that. That rusty old gate. This is a good start, isn't it? And we're going to get to Denmark? I don't think so. There we are. Still, that's going to be fun to get out, isn't it? Right, let's go grab this. So our load is over there. What are they doing to us today? What are they doing to us? Right. Yeah, I was sort of hoping that gate would open, to be fair. Try and see if we can swing ourselves around a little bit. We follow those old tyre tracks. I mean, whoever got that parked in there probably deserves some sort of award, because I do not see me getting this out. To our melon man indeed. Right, so before we head out, let's jump in and sort the map out. It has changed it for us. See, now originally the job, I think because it wasn't taking ProMods into account, it was showing us going down through Calais, Lille, and then up and through. You can see where all the changes have come in to the road network, where we've been, and it's greyed out. That's where things have been updated. Anyway, yeah, so coming in, we're going to go Hull and across to Esbjerg. We've been to Esbjerg before, and then we'll go to Aalborg, and this should be such an easier, quicker journey. So, as the great man says, let's do this. Right, we're going to need to get nice, nice and wide. I mean, I've got a right fancy trailer. I'm going to have to stop and get a screenshot of that. We don't normally have fancy Coca-Cola trailers. What it's doing around the back of this old workshop and why it's got sawdust boards in, I don't know. I would take it, but we want to be somewhere nice to get a good screenshot with that.
Turn right.
Right then. So we want a nice, smooth journey. Now I've tried to loosen up whatever it was I thought that was causing the shake on the wheel. So hopefully I won't get too much of that picked up. I'm not sure it got picked up in the last ones. I didn't notice it in editing, but no, I've still got quite a bit of shake. With the way that I do Euro Truck, it's like raw cut. I don't do a lot of editing from within the episode. I just clean up the load screens and stuff like that.
Get ready to turn right.
Just reset my head.
Turn right.
I'll stay green for me just for a bit. And I'm not sure if that was something to do with maybe the updates or whatnot, but the resolution, I checked the resolution. Just have to stop talking while I concentrate on the roundabout. I was checking the resolution as I was doing some other settings before this recording, and it was on a different resolution from what it used to be, so hopefully they come out looking alright. Again, I didn't notice in the editor. Like I say, with the Euro Truck, I don't spend a lot of time in the editor. That's why I've gone with Euro Truck for getting back into doing the content after the back issue, because it's less time spent in the chair, less time spent sort of recording and editing, and the time that it takes, you know, to do one of these, we could. Or maybe 2 or 3 of these probably. I wouldn't even get one farm sim recording done. And I don't like recording a bit at a time because, as we know, I'm very forgetful in what I do and what I say. And I'd be forever repeating myself. I mean, more than I already do. And let's be honest, I already repeat myself enough. I already lose my way and trail of thought enough without recording 30 minutes one day, 30 minutes another. And as I was saying to my partner this evening, with the way my channel's going at the minute, just putting out like one video, and then maybe nothing again for like 6 days, and then a video, and then maybe nothing for 5 days, sort of farm sim wise, I don't think is really going to help. I need to be able to get to a point where I've either loaded up the schedule again, so I can take it easy, or be able to sit long enough to be able to keep banging out the episodes. Whereas with the trucking, like I say, I can record probably 2 episodes back to back, and then, you know, get away from the PC, come back again in an hour or 2, sit down, do the quick edits, let it render, come back a couple of hours later. It does take a couple of hours, but come back a few hours later after, you know, stretching out, playing, doing stuff with the kids, or watching stuff and laying down on the floor in the lounge,
And then keep left.
and then come up and upload them. Sort out some thumbnails and stuff like that. So it's the process is a lot easier, which is more manageable for me.
Keep left.
But I will just,
Then exit
in
left.
contradiction to what I said, I will still just put these out on their old regular day, which was a Sunday morning around about 10, 11 o'clock. That's when they're going to keep coming out, however many I get done. Like I say, if I can record 2 a day for a couple of days, and then that should help build me up to being able to record a lot more and do some farm sim, or it will say, or it will tell my body, no, you need to be horizontal and not sitting upright, and not necessarily hunching and doing and whatever. It's silly. It's all lower back pain and neck pain, so it's not like one bit. It's not like I can focus on just trying to support that bit or this bit, because it's completely. And then there's the bits between my shoulder blades. So yeah, it's 3 points within my spine that give me trouble. And yeah, it's difficult to manage all 3 at once. And this is all just because I want to get my garden done. I want to get my garden done like I don't know whether I put this out like a month ago. That's insane. You never know, by the time this comes out, we might already be back recording Farm Sim, so that might all be irrelevant. But just so you know, at the point of me recording this, that's my plan, that's what I'm thinking. Trying to keep a flow of something coming out. And like I said, I really enjoy just chilling in the truck and doing, you know, if I could sit here for about 3 hours straight and not completely sweat out with pain, I'd be streaming ATS, but it's not the case at the minute, at the point of recording this anyway. Again, you never know, we may have had an ATS stream by now. I need, what's that, Jag or an Aston Martin down there? I need you to get past, there we go, sir.
Go straight.
Because it looks like a mix, it looks like an Aston Martin from the front. That looks like a Charger from the back. Looks like a bit of an Eleanor. So that's saying, so again, that wheel jiggle, I'm not quite sure what I've adjusted in the settings to cause that. I'm used to get it. So anyway, I hope everyone else is well. I hope you're all well. I hope you're still enjoying your summer. I hope you've got a bit of summer by now. Over here in the UK on the East Coast, we had rain all of July. August hasn't been great. Is that me paying the toll? Hopefully I was paying a toll and not paying a fine. I've got it set so my box stay off all the time now, because that annoy me when it's over there for some reason. Oh, it's over there because we've changed the side of the cab. We got used to it being down on the right. Yeah, that used to pop up all the time, so now it's gone. Set to be gone for good. I'll pull it up when I want it, not when the computer decides I need it. Yeah, still waiting on some other games to arrive for myself. Been enjoying. I think I spoke about it in the last ETS video. Been enjoying Simulation Stations F1 series. Did make me think about booting up my old. It was a bit late on telling me that. Should have been looking at sat nav. It's not old. It's a year old. F1 Manager 2022. I'm not going to buy. I think I commented on his first episode. I haven't brought 23 yet, and I probably won't buy it for a while. I think with me really wanting to get into, I keep talking about it, Starfield. I don't want to have other new games that I'm not playing. It's bad enough I've got so many old games I'm not playing. I don't want to have other stuff there. I want to really have some fun with that and get stuck into it. That's why I was really hoping throughout summer to be able to really fill up my schedule, like Farm Sim Trucking, have this channel loaded up so I didn't have to worry about it for like September and October. That was what my plan was, and it all just went to pot. It all just went to pot. But never mind. We'll just have to wing it. Now, I think, like I said before, the farm will probably come back in stages just because it is a long process with recording and editing. But it'll get there. We'll eventually, one day, we will eventually get back to the full schedule of like 7 videos a week. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Why are you going so slow, sir? What's going on? I think those lads in the trucks up front need to put their foot down a bit. Get a move on. Nice little drive through the Midlands, this. Whereabouts are we? Where do we think we are? Let's look at some signposts. Let's see what we can read while we're going along. Yellow car. Let's play some games. traffic is looking nice as well. We've got a decent density on the traffic. I think before the hiatus came with ETS2, I did have a little filter out of some mods, change some things. I know I did on ATS, ready for another stream on that, and that's wow, that's been a stupid amount of months out. It's probably been like 6 months since we last streamed ATS. I haven't even played on that save either because we just brought our first truck. Recorded this just a few days after Oklahoma came out, and I am resisting jumping on and fast traveling to Oklahoma and having a look. I do like to have a look at the states. I did have a second save where I was just doing what I wanted on that, but I think I deleted that a while back. Because I wanted to get to the point where I was, if I'm doing it, I'm making content with it rather than, oh, I'm just going to jump on ATS or ETS2 and just, you know, do my thing. Which I think sometimes backfires because it means I don't play it as much as I'd like to because I can't always stream or record or stream when I want. Like today I wasn't going to record this evening. I was just going to jump on and have a couple of casual jobs. I was going to do some fast, quick jobs, so they wouldn't even have moved the truck for a recording. But then I remembered, look, we're about to level up to level 25. Perhaps the hard brakes aren't good for my back. Perhaps that's not advised. Yeah, so I don't want to miss. I know it's nothing exciting. You know, it's level 25. But, you know, I've been working towards level 25 for quite a while now, and we will get to have a little skill perk upgradey thing go in, so, yeah, I wanted to make sure we caught it, rather than, you know, come back and we're 25 and a quarter. Nice little crane thing there. I've also added in some agri machinery for our jobs on here. I haven't seen any come up yet, but hopefully they will. Excuse me while I just have a little sip of my coffee as we just cruise along. And we didn't crash. How good is that? That's it. I was then looking at the coffee cup. We'd gone for the Star Wars theme, hadn't we? Because I just got into watching all the Star Wars stuff back to back, doing all that. That was what I was. Oh man, that was so long ago. Yeah, I pretty much watched all that. Ahsoka comes out soon. That should be pretty good. Be entertaining. I'm not sure if people listened or watched back then, but yeah, I struggled to watch the cartoon stuff, so I haven't watched Rebels, and I think Ahsoka sort of follows on from the Clone Wars series, and then I think Bad Batch and Star Wars Rebels. I think Ahsoka's in that. I know who Ahsoka is within the universe. I've watched some episodes. Like I said, I try and watch it. I've watched some episodes of the animated stuff. I probably shouldn't keep calling it cartoons. People get upset, but they're cartoons. But some of the animated stuff, I just struggle to get into it. I like live action. Even a lot of heavy, like CGI stuff. Even if especially if it's sort of aimed at adults, I struggle with adults animated stuff. Like if it's a kids film, then it's a kids film and I can take it for that. You know, love me a bit of Toy Story. Who doesn't? But yeah, I don't know, it's just something in my brain, like when it's a short 20-30 minute cartoon, I just that doesn't hold my attention. If it was a 3-hour film and it was live action, I'd love it. I'm weird like that. But recently, especially with laid up time, been working through the Marvel stuff on Disney that I haven't watched. I hadn't really watched much
Turn left.
after. Ooh, slow down a bit. I mean, I thought we were into the Midlands. We weren't even in the Midlands yet. Heading back up to Sheffield, from whence we came, sir. Bit quick. Sorry about that. yeah, where did I get to? Loki. I think I was watching Loki. I just didn't get into Loki, the series. I think I watched like a couple of them, and to me, I might have already had this conversation with you before. It felt a bit like a BBC sci-fi, and that's not necessarily the worst thing. But I'm not, you know, they're not for me. The BBC sci-fis. It felt a bit Doctor Who-y production. That's how it felt, and I'm just not a Doctor Who fan, and that's how Loki felt to me. It felt on that level, whether it was lower budget or whether it's just because it was more British actors with a few Americans. I don't know, but yeah, something about Loki just wasn't right, and that distracted me from the story. But yeah, I got through that, and we then followed on, done a few of the films. Watched was it Sunshi, the one with the rings. That was pretty cool. That was some quality martial arts in that. That was good. I know a lot of that is, you know, CGI and that, but it was pretty cool. Had a whole Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon feel to it with the martial arts and the bamboos and all that. And I can get down with that. I enjoyed that. Finished watching, because there's only like 6 episodes. Finished watching Hawkeye. Finished watching that actually this morning. Bit festive. It's a Christmas series. It's set at Christmas. That's a Christmas series in the same way that Die Hard is a Christmas film. It's just set at Christmas. But that was pretty good. I mean, I can see why that was one of the series. I was saying to my partner, I can see why this is one of the series that started to put people off the Disney woke brigade, as it was. And yeah, it's a representation and diversity and all that. That's fine. But it was called Hawkeye. I was expecting it to be about Hawkeye, and a lot of it wasn't. Let's be honest. A lot of it wasn't. But it was good. It was good. Action was pretty decent. Yeah, the story weren't half bad. Whether we'll get a follow-up, I don't know. Watched Eternals as well. That was a weird one. Watched Eternals. Had to do that in 2 bits. That felt like that dragged on a little bit. But at the end of that said that the Eternals will return. I don't even know when the Eternals came out. Was it like 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Disney like went mad, didn't they? And they pumped out, and I think they've come out and said like they know they've done this and they sort of hurt the brands a bit for both Marvel and Star Wars. But yeah, they pumped out way too many, like too close together. So yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, something that, and I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a bit of a nerd. I know a lot of the obscure characters and the people that maybe people don't know. That's why I was actually quite looking forward to watching you know, the Ten Rings stuff. It was you know, it was pretty cool things. I have to break again and get behind him. What else was it? Oh, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. See, so I haven't been to the cinema for so long. Don't watch these at the cinema. I used to watch them all at the cinema. Me and my oldest daughter used to go and watch every Marvel film. I think we have done, I think, since probably working up our age, probably Iron Man 2. Watched all the Marvels. So yeah, now watching at home. And those again, like I said, it was the same as the Star Wars stuff. Watched that all in order. So you know, there's no jumping to. I haven't seen She-Hulk. I really want to see Secret Invasion, but I've got to get there, and that's the last stuff. So I'm still a while off. So yeah, Hawkeye's finished. We're on Moon Knight. I like the story of Moon Knight. The way they're doing it seems alright. He's struggling up here. We're going to get past him. But that could be interesting. I'm only on like episode 2, but yeah, it's some good stuff. I like some of the more mystic side of it. And then once we've fully caught up on like the Avengers timeline of everything and that part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're going to go back and do the X-Men stuff. There's a lot of little X-Men, not X-Men, but within the mutant world of Marvel on Disney. No, I wouldn't mind seeing them reboot X-Men properly. I'd quite happily see that. There's nothing wrong with the originals. I like them, but I think at times they didn't necessarily concentrate on the right characters or spent too much time. Obviously, like the X-Men story, the original trilogy of the X-Men story is Wolverine, and then like with the reboot timeline, there's not a reboot, but the alternate timeline, it's more focused around obviously Phoenix and her journey, which is cool. I just love to see more of the mutant side of things. I'm sure I read somewhere that Disney were gonna, I'm not sure if it was a reboot or just pick up the old Marvel, the old X-Men. See if I can get out past him up there. I'm sure I'm ahead. Ain't got time for mirrors, mate. The mouse will be asleep, that's the trouble. There we go, wake up. Yeah, the old X-Men cartoons. Now those, because I enjoyed them as a kid, like me and my cousin Robert, we were pretty nuts about the X-Men. That's why I like the X-Men stuff. We were pretty nuts about that. So yeah, I can happily sit and watch the X-Men cartoon. See, there's such a such a BS reason for not watching Star Wars, but because I'm not a big Star Wars fan, I struggle to just watch the animated stuff. But because I know I like the X-Men stuff, the X-Men cartoon series, the old 90s cartoon series, you know, hugged the comics pretty well, and I used to read a lot of the comics, so nerd. Yes, I'm a nerd. Play video games. Play them on YouTube. So yeah, that's all I've been doing in my free time. A lot of Marvel stuff. I mean, the weather hasn't been good to get out, and the back has been playing up, so we can't get out. But yeah, been finding time to do this sort of fun stuff where we can. I'm speeding, I'm going to get caught. Slow down. Where are we going? Are we going over? Is this Humber Bridge? So we are we going over the River Humber? Shall we stop and grab ourselves a screenshot for a thumbnail here? This would be pretty cool, I think. We'll see how well I blend that together. That'll probably be a very noticeable cut there. I grab a few shots to share about and use as a thumbnail, because my original picture is probably a bit crap. But yeah, I think that must be Humber Bridge coming in over there. Was that a fine or was that the toll? That's the only disadvantage we have, that I don't get to see what we're paying for. But I think that was the toll for the bridge. Let's try and stick to the speed limit for a little bit. Coming into Hull, so yeah, that must have been, I'm sure that's Humber Bridge. If you're somewhere from near up north, Midlands north, yeah, you let me know if I got that wrong. A63.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
This is a nice little roundabout.
Exit now.
Signal off with everyone else. Take it smooth. Haven't replaced my gear shifter yet, so we're still running automatic, which makes it even more frustrating when we get stuck in gear. So where are we going to go? Down and around by the river.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Okay. What we got coming? We got... No. Oh, yeah, we got people coming. Oh, you going to stop? Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that, sir. Very kind. Stick your nose out, get what you like.
Exit now.
Just turn that indicator off. What else have I been doing while I've been away from ATS? I mean, there's been a lot of TV. Not just in the last few weeks, by the way, but, you know, since last on, still don't generally watch a lot of new stuff, all film-wise, unless it comes to, like, Disney. I've cancelled all my other subscriptions, so unless it comes to Disney, we don't tend to watch it at the minute. Been watching a lot of old, for my UK viewers only, The Bill. Anyone used to watch The Bill? Been watching the old episodes and series of The Bill on UK TV Play. I don't know why. It was on. I was scrolling on through the channels on Virgin one Sunday morning, and they had old Bill on there, and I thought, you know what? Let's see how far back we can go and catch on demand. Didn't go back as far as I would have liked. I'd like to have gone back to the start, but I think it went back to like season 17, which is quite a way. I've been watching that. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, that was there. I did then thought, oh, see what else we've got that's old, because, you know, let's relive stuff we already know. Old Casualty as well. Not interested in things like EastEnders or stuff. I like a different sort of drama. But yeah, Old Bill, Old Casualty, they've been on the viewing list lately as well. Not a lot of comedy. We need to add some comedy to it. I was for a while there getting into, I'm sure I rambled on about that before as well, Taskmaster. I never really watched it when it was sort of coming out and going out. I'm not sure if they still make it or not, but yeah, I did get into the Taskmaster, but after a few series I felt like it was a little bit fixed. I mean, the Lisa Tarbuck series, the first two she was on, I think, so blatantly fixed. That annoyed me. I nearly didn't watch any more after that.
Exit now.
Yes, to say that dude better not still be on my arse, but he didn't. Don't know where he was going. Don't know why my auto indicator isn't working. Could be switching off. But yeah, Taskmaster's pretty funny, or was pretty funny. I mean, after a while, you know, there's only so many things they can do. That was pretty good.
Turn left.
We will do, Gerald. There's a kind in The Witcher. Don't have Netflix, so I haven't watched Witcher Season 3, and I won't be watching The Witcher Season 4. I enjoyed The Witcher. I think dropping Henry was just stupid. I don't know why they do that. Money? Oh, it's got to be money.
Computing.
There we go. Right. Let's catch a boat. We are going to Edsberg. One of those. It's going to cost $1,000. It's a good job this job pay well.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Oh, they caught me having a coffee. Right. New route. Let's go. So we are coming out on this left bit, I think. I don't think we go through one of them gates.
Get ready to turn right.
Old man I's going to let me down again. Are we coming out of here? Turning right? We're not turning right down there, are we? No, we are going ahead. Right, just checking. And are we the other side of the road now? We are. What? Which way do you want me to go? Surely. Sat nav is not making sense to me. I think I want to go down there. Oh no, what time? Oh, I see. I'm looking at the wrong arrow. Old man eyes, told you. Old man eyes. I was looking at that green arrow at the bottom, and I'm not. I'm the little blue arrow. Could all go so wrong. That's why I was confused. Looking at the wrong bit. Straighten your head up, lad. Right. Got some nice crop fields here. Straight off the boat and into some, was that canola? A little bit of rapeseed down. Nice.
Go straight.
Welcome to Denmark and the Danes. Got one or two Scandinavians in the Discord. I wonder if they'll watch the trucking. I think they both actually, or the two that I'm aware of, are Scandinavian. They both play trucking, so they might pick up on this. I believe there's a Dane and a Swede. I believe they're the two I have. The two I have. They're the ones I've collected. Yeah. Oh, didn't we come? Isn't this where we got completely T-boned before? I'm sure we got completely T-boned. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. I'm recognising the nice flat land, the beautiful smooth road. I'm sure we had a car come and it was just
Go straight.
like here, and it was just in the support. Oh wow, it's actually harvesting. He's not static. He's harvesting. Is he harvesting? Sorry. Is he moving? No, no, he is. He's actually harvesting. That's awesome. They've not done that before, have they? I always thought they were static. That's quality. One for the farm sim, boys. Yeah, I always thought the machinery in the fields was always static. That is moving around. That is harvesting. That's brilliant. That's made my day. Oh, sad little man. Right. Oh, not little, but yeah. What we got going up ahead? Bit of construction, eh? What's the wheat? Oh, bollocks. Sorry, people. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, I knew you'd be there. Bollocks. Never mind. I'd already gone. Fine. Got a fine. Surely it won't be a big fine for a temporary roundup or a temporary light, will it? Will that be a big fine? I don't know.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Nice little rest spot there. How are we for petroleum? We're pretty good actually at the minute. The miles per gallon on this truck, on the Volvo, seemed pretty good. You know what? It had been that long since we had done the last episode, like of the last run before the big gap. It had been that long that I had completely forgotten that this was a new truck. This is the Volvo is new. We only brought this, you know, in the timeline. We only brought this 3 episodes ago. This is a new truck. What do you think of the Volvo? I'd forgotten this was new. It was only when I uploaded the last video. They've been edited and done. Yeah, it was only when I uploaded them to pull the information forward, because that's what I reuse, so I'd have to type everything up. And it said new. I was like, oh, that was a new truck. I'd forgotten. So yeah. Oh, no, am I? No, we're going this way. Sorry if there's traffic. So yeah, completely forgot that. Really need to get some eye tracking. Whoa. You know, a little lag spike there. Not sure what that was all about. That could have gone all sorts of wrong. So where we're going is not yet on our signpost, so we've probably got a little bit of prep to go. Oh, let's just have a little look up there. As you do, just look up inside my brain. There we are. So hopefully we've got some nice bit of motorway to northern Denmark. Got some serious rumble on the wheel. What's that over there? Bauhaus.
Keep
I
right.
don't know what that is.
And then exit right.
Oh, coming off. Coming off. Anyone?
Exit right.
No. This is actually turning
Turn left.
quite a long trip, isn't it? I mean, always was going to be. Way easy, easy. What are we rolling for? Come on. Oh, I like that. They're letting us through. Beautiful, beautiful. I like these roads. Great people, Scandinavians. Great people, very polite. Apart from that one that T-boned me last time. He was a one-off. I mean, having never been here, I don't know what I've got to reference it against. But I am surprised at how flat Denmark is. Whether it's a little bit like Holland in that, a little bit like the Netherlands in that way, a little bit like Holland. Quite flat. I'd say there are parts of like the Netherlands along the coastline that are like reclaimed land, the sea, isn't it? I don't know whether parts of Denmark are like that.
Exit now.
Low-lying land. I'd say very flat. Suns. Viborg and Skive. Oh. Let's not run the light while the police come around the corner. Yeah, I know this is getting long. I don't even have to look at the clock. I can feel it in my spine. A lot of police around here. Lot. Shall we see if we can... Oh, I was going to say, should we flash the light and see if we can trigger it? That's now going to go... And then, then as I was thinking, I bet that's the window wiper. Let's see. Yeah, it's the window wiper. There you go, that's me flash. We're now leaving Suns. Oh, we've got some construction. These are moving as well. Sorry, this is cool. Shall we have a little look at this? I mean, the logs despawn once he moves them, but the fact that that's doing that. Is that a Liebherr? Is that how that's pronounced? I should know when we have Liebherr in Farm Sim. Yeah, that's cool. Loving the animations. Adds to the lived-in world, doesn't it? That's what you like. Again, that's something that is really nice in Farm Sim when mappers... Wow, what is that at? Is this the Air Force? Are we at an air base?
Go straight.
I better behave myself here if this is like the Danish Air Force. Get a Eurofighter on our ass. But yeah, as I was saying, when mappers do that outer border, so Oxygen David is the king of it. Outer borders farms where there's farmers working in the land. Brilliant. Adds to it. Adds to it. It's a shame we can't get it in map for AI work or AI farmers when they have their land. If they're every now, you haven't got to see it in every field. That would probably be too much, but to have them just every now and then you see someone out just harvesting, or even nothing even complex, just the cultivating maybe, or some ploughing or some spraying. Haven't got to have the complexity of harvesting, but that would be pretty cool. Is this where we... No, we're going to Airborg, aren't we? Not Verborg.
Get ready to turn left.
Ready to turn left. I am looking forward to getting this delivered now. I think this was definitely too long of a trip for me, but don't know until I try, do I? Let's be honest. Mate, I'm sorry. And the police are there for that as well. Bollocks. I was more worried about traffic coming out of the X's than I was turning into the traffic. Never mind. Yeah, a lot of police. They've heard of my reputation.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, I thought that was then start to rain. It would be nice to be able to have a wider field of view, and I'm sure we could have a much wider field of view. But then you start to get... I mean, I don't know why we're already getting lag issues sometimes. But you start to get the drop frames, lag spikes, and also sometimes it sort of goes a little bit fishbowl if you have it too wide. Another lovely farm here. We've got some cattle. There's old Deutz there. His Agroliner. He's either getting ready to harvest that one or has harvested that one.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Or whether I should just run with the mirrors up on the other side, just to make it a little bit easier.
Exit now.
I used to be a lot better with my mouse work. I think I've just gotten out of practice with it, gotten lazy. I even had... Maybe you've got someone out ploughing now. I've had people ask, you know, whether I used eye tracking before in some of my videos because my camera work, not like that because my camera work was pretty smooth, but now it's either non-existent or I misjudge where I've left my mouse and I hit it and we end up looking at the roof of the cab.
Exit now.
Aalborg, this is where we're going. I'm sure it's not called Aalborg, Aalborg. One of the Borgs. Not the Borg, though. We will be assimilated. We've got Bauer. Out here doing some work. More cows. Beautiful, isn't it? It's really nice. This is really nice up here. And again, because I'm not sure what is ProMods and what is Giants. Giants? Bloody walls. What is SCS anymore? So yeah, this looks really nice. Whereas that does look like a little farm off in Giants. Does look like a little Dutch farm. I am starting to really, it sounds gross, starting to really sweat out with pain now. It's not like a sweat, it's just a pain sweat, it's just complete discomfort and agony. We'll get there, we're close. Hopefully it gives us easy parking.
Keep right.
We are keeping right. I guess once I finish this, I'll be back to watching the Moon Knight. That's what I'm going to be doing. They're coming off here. a little bit wide. It was quite narrow coming out of there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever... Well, I do talk about my my spinal issue, or whether I've said before though, when it starts to go and it really starts to cook up at the bottom of my spine, all it feels like is like a hot poker being like pushed into the base of my spine. That's what it feels like. So that's why I get hot. When I say I get hot and sweat from it, just because it just feels like complete burning white hot heat. Really isn't very nice. Really isn't comfortable. I'm literally ready to jump out of this chair if I could jump. I'm poised. So we won't be looking at the rest of the crew on this one. We'll just be getting it delivered and taking payment. Alborg.
Turn right.
Into here. Turn right into here. Yeah. Where's Nordskin? That's where we were delivering. Delivery, by the looks of it, is around the side. Drop, load and go. That's what we intend on doing, brother. Please don't be a reversal. Please don't be a reversal. Oh no, we should be able to drive into that. That's not too bad. How good is that going to go in there? Not very. Forward and backwards just a little bit. Oh, that'll do, that'll do. Just go back. I think unload that. Come on, back. Having trouble finding reverse for some reason. Come on. That'll do. Handbrake on. Deliver. Let's get this done. 536 miles. 32 hours, including the overnighter on the ferry. Fuel consumed is pretty good. So we got 89 grand. I should imagine we lost about 3 grand again. We did have a few fines along the way, and we are finally now level 25 instructor. No, we are not an instructor. Not. And we should have a little skill thing to put in here. We've got them. We might as well stick it in eco, and then we'll work for everything else. And that is it. A job done. I mean, the journey was pleasant. I've been uncomfortable, but the journey was pleasant. We had a few little accidents, but that's nothing new, is it? Let's be honest. So hopefully you've enjoyed that one. If you have, give a big fat thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down below. And hopefully I'll see you again next time for an update on what MrFarquar's watching. See you again soon. Bye bye.